3.
Hi everybody, my name is Frank Amador. I'm your local farmer's agent here in Santa Fe Springs. Today I'm going to give you a little Insurance 101 class. The state of California requires its drivers to have a minimum of 15, 30, and 5 as liability. Liability protects the other vehicle, the other party, the other person that you were to hit in the event of an accident. Okay? Doesn't protect anyone inside your vehicle or your property. So what do these numbers mean? So the first number we have is 15, the second number is 30, and the last number is 5. Okay. The first number is bodily injury per person. So the most the insurance policy in this case would pay would be $15,000 of bodily injury per person. Okay. The second number is maximum bodily injury per policy per accident. So in this case, our maximum payout would be $30,000 per accident of bodily injury. So let's use an example. If we were to hit 3 people and they all incurred bodily injury of $10,000, the insurance policy would pay out $30,000 because this is our maximum. Okay. If you were to hit 4 people at $10,000, that would be $40,000. The most the insurance policy would pay out is still $30,000. So now you're left with a deficiency of $10,000. So that's why it's important to verify your limits. Okay. The third number here is property damage. Property damage would be damage to the other person's vehicle, a fence, a building. It depends on the type of accident, but physical property damage is the third number. So now we're going to look at, if you were to hit a vehicle, let's say an S-Class Mercedes for example, those vehicles retail for about $100,000. Okay, if there was extensive damage to that, let's take a look at it. So we have a $100,000 loss, and then the insurance policy is only going to pay out $5,000 in property damage. We're left with a deficiency of $95,000. Okay, so $95,000. Okay, 95 and 10 is 105,000. Okay, who's responsible for this 105,000? Unfortunately, you are. So that's why it's important to verify your declarations page on your insurance policy to find out exactly what you have. I'll give you another example. A homeowner should have minimum liability limits of 100, 300, 100. Okay, so $100,000 per person, up to $300,000 per accident, and $100,000 in property damage. This should be the minimum for any homeowner. Why? Well, in the event that we have a deficiency of $105,000, like in this case, the homeowner can go ahead and get a lien placed against their property for $105,000. So take a look at your limits. That's why it's important to look at your limits to find out what you're covered with. Another example is $105,000 short. You don't have a home, so what are they going to do? They can garnish up to 25% of your wages. 25% of your wages until this is paid off. So tonight's homework is to go back, pull out your declarations page, take a look at it. What's your liability on your policy? Frank Amador with Farmers Insurance Group. If you have any questions, please feel free to call my office. Our number here is 1-888-316-3526. Again, 888-316-3526. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Goodbye.